Hello and welcome. Today it is all about Ninjago. Now we're actually going to start off with the San Diego Comic-Con news before we go to all the sets that I would like to add to my own collection. So there is big news coming from San Diego Comic-Con. Now this is written by Brit Fanatics, by the author Jack Yates. So thank you very much to Jack. We have got some news coming from San Diego Comic-Con. I can't actually find it on the official website, but it is everywhere else that they are going to be doing a Ninjago panel for 2024 celebrating the 15th year or 15th anniversary of Ninjago. So are we going to be expecting some new Lego sets? So it says just down here, from Ninjago's up and coming 15th anniversary, from the future of the theme, all will be revealed at the dedicated Lego Ninjago Rising Dragon panel at San Diego Comic-Con in 2024. The online schedule has confirmed that the panel will be held on the 25th of July at 1 p.m. around the last, and will last around an hour. So I can't even read it, it's right in front of me. No wonder I can't actually find it on the actual website because I can't even read what's in front of me. For those attending the pop culture event later this month, can attend in room 6BCF, but otherwise it's unlikely to be streamed online, as similar Ninjago panels held in previous years has been exclusive for those in attendance. Hopefully, any major announcement will be shared online either through the official channels or by fans in attendance. So what do you think we're going to get? Because it's a 15th year anniversary, are we going to get a huge building for the Rising Dragon? What are we going to be getting with regards to, are we going to get like a Lego City dock style thing? Are we going to get a big double base plate thing? Or are they just going to confirm that the TV show will be going on, or are they going to cancel it? I mean, it's an hour long, so I won't think they're just going to stop. Ninjago is obviously steamrolling through, so I can't see them just going, oh yeah, by the way, we're finishing it. So it'll be very, very interesting to see. So they're going to say here, it says, as well as the future of Ninjago, as well as a deep dive into the evolution of the show and offer insight into the characters. So it discussed the current run of the Dragons Rising and the up-and-coming 15th anniversary of Ninjago. Now, I hope that this isn't going to be the last year, and I hope it carries on, because I know they've tried. I know they have tried to bring out other themes, and it hasn't worked fantastically well. So they've obviously continued with this, and this is such a big theme at all the different Legoland parks, and of course the Legoland hotels as well. So that is some amazing news coming from the Lego team, especially for Ninjago fans. I've got a huge soft spot for Ninjago, and when I saw this, I was thrilled, and now I can't stop thinking about, well, what potentially is there going to be? Now, it says here, last year's panel saw the release and the reveal of Lego Ninjago's Rising Dragon Series 1 and the second part release date and the trailer, and it was showcased to the attendees too. We might already have an idea of what to expect from Ninjago in the future, and then you've got via rumours, but take them as a caution. I don't know anything. Clearly, I don't know anything because I can't find the official thing. But thank you very much to Brick Fanatics for that clear bits and pieces from San Diego Comic-Con. Now, I was going to do a video of sets that I want to add into my own Ninjago display already, because if you've been following the rebuild series, we are well underway of getting my bits and pieces back together. Now, I'm going to start off in order of what I am currently rebuilding after, well, this here. Oh, very... Yes, I fell through the table and I broke all of these sets. Now, I have already uploaded this set and it is underway of getting rebuilt again many, many months later, but we are slowly starting to make progress. Will we get something like this again? Will they add on another one? I can't remember when the last one came out, but we haven't had a big announcement from Ninjago as of yet. But we will cover the bits and pieces that have already been announced in 2024. I can't see one of these huge sets coming in 24 unless it's going to be in a Christmas thing, but maybe it'll be coming in 25. But this is one of the sets that I already have in my collection, and it is outstanding. The detail on this is pretty, but the one on the Lego City is just next level. Now you get a huge amount of Lego minifigures with it, the amount of water that you get with it. It is a very, very pretty set, and you can see that it is all modular, but this is based off the Ninjago movie. Now, the reason why I'm clutching at straws with this is I can't remember if the new one is from the Rising Dragon TV show or not. So I will be clicking on that one in a second, but you can see you've got all these amazing photos, and this is when. This is the bit I quite like when he always trains them wrong and they end up hurting themselves. You have a huge amount of photos of everything. So there's 15 photos of this one, and for the city, there's even more photos of different bits and pieces. Now, obviously, with San Diego, keep bouncing between the two. I can't imagine we're going to be getting an exclusive because Lego did come out a while back and say, no, we are not doing the exclusive minifigures anymore. And I really hope that is the case because I won't be there. And if they do an exclusive Ninjago character or figure, then, well, it's going to be so much money to try and get hold of. But like I said, I've got a really big soft spot for these. Now, this is the one that I am currently putting together. Now, depending on when this video goes live, it will either be the next video in the series to be uploaded or it's already in the disaster playlist. But this, well, the pieces went everywhere. As you saw, there's bits and pieces absolutely everywhere, but it's not as bad as the Ninjago garden. But like I said, there's 41 photos on the Lego website of this. Now, this is gorgeous. The amount of levels and detail on this with all of the different photos. You can see that you've got the cooked, not cooked. This thing spins around and work. You've got a working kitchen. You've got all the amazing detail there just on the outer edge. And then on the inside of the comic shop, you've got all the different bits and pieces with the different sort of Easter eggs of the, I guess it's based on the Ninjago characters because you have got one of each color on there. Then you've got the comics on the other side. And then you have got a working cash machine. Yes, you can actually get money out of that and you load it up from the back. So that does flip forward. So you have a working cash machine in this one, and in the newest one, you have a working toilet with a nice big floater that ends up coming out. Yes, I did say floater. There is a big Lego poo that you can add to your collection if you want to. And there is Sweep, the Legend of Sweep from the actual film, but that has absolutely nothing to do with the TV shows whatsoever. But you can see just the amount of gorgeous detail that this has, and then obviously they then go into massive detail on every single minifigure. Beautiful print. Obviously this came out a good while ago, and you can see just how nice these things look, and I like it when Lego did this. Now they do a long group photo that you've got to zoom in for. That doesn't matter either, but the fact that we have got so many photos, and you've got the outfit in the shop. If you wanted to buy the outfit, you can. And then, of course, you've got all of the other characters. You've got Lloyd there, or technically Lloyd in the movie and Lloyd in the TV show. And then you have all of these as well. Then you've got the really amazing, weird and wonderful crooks and the army of just characters that were useless in the film. But that is a good look at all of those different minifigures that are included within this, and you can see just the amount of detail that is involved. Now, will we get something like this for the 15th year anniversary? Because these sets are massive. I mean, this one here, we won't carry on clicking at the photos because it's just all in hand images. This thing is 4,867 pieces, item number 70620, and the newer ones are even bigger. So am I thinking too far into this, and are we just going to get a new wave of the Rising Dragon? I don't know. But if I now go into just the Ninjago stuff, I would imagine we'll have the newest one just up on there. The garden should hopefully just be underneath. There it is. So we'll start off with this one. So this is the other one that I've got in my collection. This is the other one that's smashed. And you can see, again, huge amount of minifigures. You can see how they've changed the photos on this one. This is very, very tall, very, very colourful, but this is from the older TV show. So this is like a mashup of different bits and pieces. There's lots of Easter eggs within this. And then you've got the Shrine to Zane, which was a very, very clever series as well. So that was very, very good. And then you can see, actually, I'll zoom in on this one. You can see all of the minifigures that are included on this one. So they've got the different outfits. You've got the child of Lloyd because he is much smaller. Because in the film they're all the same age, Whereas this one, he's not. He's like an apprentice that then learns all of his different bits and pieces. Very, very good backstory to all of this as you go through. And then you have got a different version, I guess, of Sweep, technically. And obviously, Lloyd is so popular, you can buy merch. So you can see all of the different characters that are involved on there. And this thing is just a big thing. So this is a very, very pretty looking thing. Loads of detail on this one. This one I have yet to try and put back together again. Well, because it is so badly damaged, I think I'm just going to have to start again from scratch and just do what I can do, basically. There's not much I can do with this, but you can see all of the beautiful detail that is on the inside. This is all from the little museum that they've got. Loads of little dragons. So if you've got a soft spot for dragons, you're stuffed, because this one you have to have in your collection. And you can have it as a standalone thing as well, or you can just have it as part of a city. But obviously this is currently available with the one that I'm about to click on, because you can see that they've connected it to something else. But which one do you think they've connected it to? Because excuse me, it's supposed to work, but they have actually added it on to this bit. So you can see it says Expanding Ninjago Gardens, but it's because you can connect it to the other base plate. But the cool thing is that you can stagger it, so you can have a little bit of space at the front, and then you can add more water into the back, or you can have them flush to each other. So you've got the 32 stud deficit of each, and obviously you've got a 16 stud on the one side. And like I said, this is just the shrine to Zane, and obviously you've got all the different characters and everything in there, and you've got all of the amazing bits and pieces. And again, on the back, they've left a little bit of an Easter egg, because it's a bit naughty, because it wasn't, this came out when these two had already been discontinued, but you can see that they are a pair. And then technically this one should work with the other one, but I don't own the other one yet. I say yet. I'm doing this before the double points come out, and I am now very intrigued to what will be coming out, but that's what they look like together. And they do look very, very good as a line, and you can see that they've added in the bit just down here as well, and it does look very, very smart. Now that leads us on to the current big one. Now I really am hoping that we do get another larger one. I want loads of bricks, loads of minifigures for a good price. That's what we all want, don't we? Now we have got a big temple, so obviously that is the biggest thing that's come out at the moment. But we have got this Ninjago City Market. Now on the box artwork, is it the Rising Dragon? It is, which means we could get one that goes with this, because I don't think this one connects at all, or it doesn't connect very well to the other one that we've just seen. So there are two of these out at the moment. We've got the Ninjago Markets, which is nothing to do with the Rising Dragon show. It's almost like it's a standalone set. And then we've got this market from the Rising Dragon show. So will we get a secondary one that will connect to this? So we've then got basically a 2, a 1, and a 2. Or you can use the other one as a bookend either end and have the docks, and then these two will be a standalone. So it'll be very, very interesting to see, because I have heard a lot of people really struggle putting it together. Now, weirdly, I've never spotted this until now, they have not photoed this with anything else. So I know a lot of people said, oh, it's difficult to put together, and it does show it there, but it does not show it clipped together. It just says Expand Your Ninjago City. Now, we saw the other one clipped in with the film, which worked perfectly fine. But because I haven't yet experienced the misery of actually putting these two together, because I don't own this set, I wonder if they might correct a wrong and just go, yeah, we're releasing another one that will clip to this. That is something I would like, especially as a 15th anniversary. But if they did that, would they then do something from each bit? Would they give us loads of minifigures? Would they give us a history of bits and pieces? Because this one has a lot of pieces, but there's also a lot of open space. So again, this is available right now if you want to buy this. And clearly, it looks like it is a standalone set that you just put beside the other one. You can alternate it. Alternate it. There we go. You can make changes to it 2 actually make it connect if you want to, but looking at this, there isn't anything photoed for it to go to. You can see that you've got the standalone base at the bottom, and it is a bit of a pig, supposedly, to try and get it connecting to the other one. So maybe. So I know I'm clutching at straws, but it's the only one that is not photoed with anything else, and the other one was clearly photoed with the 2 movie ones, or it's just a standalone thing, which is that thing just there. And obviously, the other one is a lot taller than this one as well. But this is out at the moment for 6,163 pieces. It comes with 21 minifigures, and it is a whopping £319, but you get 6,100 bits. So there's a lot going on with this one. It's a big price for a lot of pieces. Will we get the biggest one ever? Will we have more pieces than that? Are we going to be looking at close to a £400 sort of Rivendell set, but then that takes us up maybe into the 7,000 brick range, maybe more bricks than that, which would be nice. What would you like? Would you like lots and lots of smaller play sets with this news, or would you like the bigger one? Now, we are going on basically now, the rest of this video is just speaking about what I would like to add to my own collection. So we will start off with this one. There is a bit of research that I need to do, because this thing just here, I didn't realize, and there's nothing showing it, even on the box artwork. I don't think it is. I think it's the video. So here they've got this thing on ground and ground with a little bit of water wrapped around it. But I think on the video, which is this one, there's something. No, that's just on a white bottom. There was one image on the Lego website which they might have taken off, where it's just sat on blue, because it's got the water wheel running, and instantly I was like, well, if I just put this in water, it would be perfect. But they've taken the video down. That's not gone well. So this is potentially something I'd like to add into my collection at some point. I think it does look very, very smart, and you can see if this was on just a blue base plates, I think it would look very, very smart. I think this does look very, very nice indeed, and of course, it looks very similar to something else. Now, I think it looks similar to. If I do that, will it pop up? Yes, this thing. See, I'll even put them side by side. So it looks similar to this one. Now, this again is a retired product. On the box artwork, you can see that it's got a lot of water for the bridge. This does look very, very pretty indeed. And it's 2,028 pieces, but the value of this thing now is, it's just scary. But this thing is very, very pretty. So I am going to go very, very heavy into an Ninjago display, which I've got a very, very soft spot for this theming. And I think this would work well with the set that we've just looked at, and having these two side by side. And I think this minifigure here is exclusive to this set as well. So they do exclusive minifigures to the sets. And you can see that there is a lot going on with the box artwork. And you can see Wu has his brew just on the inside of his hand, because this was used as one of their sort of main hubs. I think this was the series. It didn't actually have a bounty, and they ended up just staying here for a long period of time. So this whole show was based around this for a good amount of time, and it's where Naya learned her powers as well for water, I do believe, in the big waterfall scene that they did. But you can see you've got this nice little movie theatre just on the outside just here, so that's a cool little Easter egg on there. And then you've obviously got all the different bits and pieces up on that bit as well. So it does come with a lot of minifigures. None of the figures have been duped up. You've got every single one. So you've got every ninja, and then you've got all of the sort of the civilians wrapped around in that as well. And there's a lot of detail on there. And right at the very, very top, it does say cold stuff, hands off. So again, lots going on with this one. But you can see this one only has 8 photos. So you can see how they went from hardly any photos to a lot of photos. And then they've calmed back down on the photos again. But that is something that I would like to add to the collection at some point. Do you have this one? Have you raised it up on a tall mountain? What have you done with yours? Now, obviously, there's loads and loads of retired bits and pieces. You can see all of these up here that are retired, but obviously then we've got other stuff like this, for example, where in our local toy shops in the UK, this is in a big sale. So this is £84 on the Lego website. At the moment, there's £20 knocked off this. And again, lots and lots of pieces for the price. You get over 1,000 pieces. Item number 71795. It's a smart looking thing. It comes with great minifigures. The architecture, the texture of the set, everything like that. It just works well. You've got all the nice leaves and you've got all the nice colouring on it. And again, you've got the nice selection of minifigures. And this is under the Rising Dragons banner as well. So there's already a lot of sets, smaller sets available under the Lego Ninjago Rising Dragon. And the newest one that's caught my eye, and this will be the last one that we click on, because all these that I'm clicking on, I do like the look of, and I am umming and ahhing about, is the big temple. So this theme, this one here, all this ghost stuff, these minifigures are just, well, they're naughty, really. I would love to backtrack some of these. You can see, I think some of these are glow in the dark as well. You can see how the sort of structures are quite similar, but you've got a nice little boat on this. You've got all these green, and on each one of these smaller sets that came with it as well, you then got more minifigures that are included in, but you've got like the glow in the dark elements, I think, with the spider and all sorts of stuff going on that one. And then look at the translucent legs on these as well. They are brilliant. It was such a good series for the ghost type stuff. I got a soft spot for like horror type stuff as well, but I don't own any of these yet. But potentially some of these might be backtracked because I am in the process of, like I said, putting a Ninjago display together and then allowing more table space as well. So it'd be interesting to see what way I go with this. But before I go well off the rails and get sidetracked and basically want absolutely everything, there's two more things I want to share with you, and then I want to wrap it up. This has my eye, this new temple arena. And that's a nice looking thing. That's full price at the moment. I could make that work potentially with the new one. So this big dragon just here. Now, I didn't realize this goes, by the looks of it, with the other thing that I want to click on. So this is all of the newer pink and blue combo. And you can see you've got these amazing translucent dragons all around it. So if you had these on little flight stands, you can see you've got the little baby dragons and they're just all having big battles. And then that is the piece that obviously goes on to this thing. This thing looks absolutely enormous. Now for 129.99, you get 1,716 pieces, and it's all for the dragon. Let's be honest. So this is going to be a huge, huge thing. I don't know if I need the dragon, but it does say the biggest ever Lego Ninjago dragon. Basically, it comes with 6 minifigures and 6 spirit dragons, so kids can stage fun ninja activities. 1,716 pieces. It's off the show, obviously. There's your minifigures that are included, so they are obviously going to double up, so it doesn't matter. And then you can see, obviously, the dragons must have something to do with this. Obviously, the tail, hips, jaw, head, neck, and wings all move. Doesn't give us the sizing. Not handy, not ideal, but it's big. Is it on the box? No. Right, skip that and move on. But that's available. That does look smart. Again, maybe get that when it goes into a sale, maybe. Because I would need one huge dragon, I think, with everything. But it's this. This caught my eye, and I saw a little review on this last night. Much bigger than what I thought it was. Beautiful colouring. The pink is very, very bright and vibrant. Again, everything I'm clicking on is from the new Rising Dragons. And at the moment, it's all to do with wolf-based stuff. So you can see just there, lots of purples, lots of pinks, lots of blues, and they've got all of these sort of two-tone faces. And some of these are pretty cool minifigures. So, yes, potentially there's going to be some big news from the 15th anniversary, but I can't see them doing it just on one show. It might be like an Avengers Tower thing where they have something from every show. That would be pretty cool. Each level is to do with an episode, and you've got 15 different bits and pieces. That I could definitely see them doing. How they'll be able to do all the minifigures for that, though, I'm not too sure. So this is a mashup and a hybrid of basically I've got a big Ninjago display to come. I've clicked on some bits and pieces that I like. I'm excited about what will be coming for the 15th anniversary. And we're spoilt for choice, basically, for all the different bits and pieces. And this is also the last thing I'm going to click on, because this is currently in a huge sale in the UK as well. It's up to £30 knocked off. And again, this is well into the thousands, so 1,200 pieces for this. And again, you've got a good selection of minifigures, but they're sticking with the current Rising Dragon theme with the wolf bits and pieces. So this is all of this character. So all of these minifigures that come with all of the matching sets at the moment go with this Rising Dragon range. And again, you've got Wu in a completely different type of outfit, and you can see you've got his sort of dragon head on the double end on each one of those. So that does look very, very smart. And Lloyd now has gone for a completely different outfit with whites, but this does look very, very clean and very, very smart. And obviously all the other ninjas have the different weaponry like that as well. Now, I can't wait to actually start getting my teeth tucked into the TV show, so I don't know what it's on. So I need to hunt down the new show. I did backtrack and watch all of the others, and they were very, very good. But I would like to see all of this. Now, with the news of the stuff coming from Comic-Con, don't forget we have an Insiders Day coming as well. That'll be kicking off soon. So depending on when this video goes live, I might upload this sooner rather than later, so it's in conjunction with the actual offers and stuff that are going on. So if you are watching this and the website is changed, because it would have done by the time this video goes live, some of these might be in a sale. Some of these might be double points, triple points. We don't know what's coming in a few days' time, but the giveaway purchase, I think, will change. But guys, that is it, and I am done. So in the comment section below, let us know what you're looking forward to. Do you own any of these Ninjago bits and pieces? I am very much looking forward to having one big haul and then just tucking into my own display, because I've got a soft spot for this. And obviously with all the traveling that I've done over to Singapore and further afield, it just reminds me of all of that. So again, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care and I'll see you next one. Ta-da.